Race 6 of the night. The breezy here at Happy Valley now. They're away, and the debutant Agility Star was a little bit slow from the machine. Got back with King Dragon and Shadow Breaker. Good scrum early. Going forward is Smart Wong Choi, Yeung Thunder. Shader Pins right there. Faithful Trinity. The widest runner is more than enough as they charge into the first turn, 5 deep. Then came Pearl Champion, who's 3 out around Charizard and Nunchucks on the rail. Ernest Feeling from Agility Star. King Dragon a length and a half away, and Shadow Breaker 1.5 away last as they swing up the side towards the 1100 metres, 27.25, so the speed is good. And it is Smart Wong Choi who's moved around the outside and taken control from Yeung Thunder. They're 2 in advance on more than enough at the 1,000. Faithful Trinity on the rail from Chader Pins and Pearl Champion. The odd one out 3 deep, no cover. Charizard and Nunchucks came next. They're about midfield. A length and a half to Ernest Feeling from Agility Star. King Dragon and Shadow Breaker last as Pearl Champion is moving around the outside to serve it up to Smart Wong Choi. They're now in control as Pearl Champion now takes over at the 550. More than enough, a length and a half away third. Followed by Yeung Thunder. Chader Pins has had a nice run throughout, and then came Ernest Feeling. He's 3 wide down the side. Faithful Trinity, Charizard, King Dragon, Nunchucks well back now with Agility Star and Shadow Breaker. Pearl Champion trying to go on with that long sustained run. More than enough in the middle, has moved up and taken control, followed by Charizard, Ernest Feeling, King Dragon, Shadow Breaker running on down the outside. King Dragon has moved up to Ernest Feeling, Charizard and Shadow Breaker. Shadow Breaker, Ernest Feeling, King Dragon, Shadow Breaker over the top. Keith Yeung from Barrier 12, too good. Shadow Breaker at any old price has scored. From second, it's tight. Ernest Feeling there with King Dragon and Charizard, a great go. More than enough Nunchucks. Then came Agility Star, who was behind those runners with Faithful Trinity. Chader Pins well back, as too was Yeung Thunder. And then came More Than Enough, who was in quicksand over the final stages. If I haven't already mentioned him, Pearl Champion couldn't go on. Smart Wong Choi, and he was one of the last on crossing. What a battle. Great go.
We'll have a look at the patrol footage. Our winner from barrier number 12, Ernest Feeling, was backed into favouritism late from barrier number 8 in the yellow and purple. But you can see Shadow Breaker dropping back to the rear of the field as they move forward. That's More Than Enough out wide as they go into that first turn. Yeung Thunder's prominent as well. Smart Wong Choi shows some speed. Faithful Trinity down on the inside. 27.25 the early split. Standard is 27.9, then 23.47. Standard is 24 flat. So inside standard, they're trapping along in the early stages, Paul.
Yeah, and you can see what I mean with the, keep an eye on the horse in the yellow. He just gets pushed out there because the purple one in front was just going a little bit slower, and he just wanted to get out in front of Charizard, and he ended up gaining 3 wide as Pearl Champion put that extra pace into the race, and this was the point where that happened. But Smart Wong Choi was doing it nicely enough in front. Faithful Trinity was getting his chance, More Than Enough likewise as well. And here's where Pearl Champion makes his move, and he gets right up, and as such, Ernest Feeling ends up 3 wide without cover.
First starter in the field as well, Agility Star, who's right at the back there in the light blue cap with the red star. Keep an eye on him, just on the outside of Nunchucks, but the winner still stone last. They go from the 8 to the 4 in 24.7. Standard is 24.3. So a bit of a breather even, as Pearl Champion now goes for home. More Than Enough on his outside. Charizard looks to go to the outside, comes back in. Ernest Feeling on the outside of More Than Enough. Here comes Shadow Breaker wide down the outside. Smart Wong Choi back on the inside. Faithful Trinity looking for room. Looks like it's a tussle between these 3, and now 4 as King Dragon gets involved, but final strides, Shadow Breaker over the top, wins by a neck.